This dog of mine is forcing for some attention. Hey boy.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Oh, so I have to do much better. Ooh, that's loud.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. Two roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the De Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, shall we?
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort.
Okay, whatever. I am not gonna waste my time anymore, please. I can't do it no longer. Let go, fool.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
I also used to play a lot of chess.
But you
Not
should
that I
know by
understood
now,
it.
winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Man,
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory.
you enjoy
Bishop,
playing chess.
my lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you, 7.
Poor Winston.
You've already bored me.
I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
Wow, this thing goes deeper. Damn.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Dad, this is it. The basement of despair.
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there. See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
Okay. Not here. What's that?
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise. Water damage from the main hall above.
Okay, I don't want to go out just yet. Okay, let's go back.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
That's cute. Am I missing something? Bad. So it's there. It's behind there. Well, duh.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
Bums.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice.
Okay, shame.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you old fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
I've reached the monastery. As
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life? I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Now, let me see. These two myths...
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather. Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
We have a light.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
This picture was taken in the library.
What's it called?
(1820) additions to the main hall in progress.
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times. This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers. Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
Did you guys hear that whispering? I found that very odd and a bit creepy.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time. Blank, except for the image of a key.
Well, warm it up, man.
I remember this map now. It leads to the master key. We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid. This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research.
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. This should get me into the West Wing. Alright, this should open most rooms in the manor, including the forbidden West Wing. I think there might be more clues find in the library. The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6, 8? I think. Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing. The Croft family crest. Need to search the rest of the manor for the clues to the combination.
Thought she had it.
Worse than I thought.
Damn. Creepy.
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
My lord, we all hope your work was...
Touched for years, exactly as she left.
I stood up to my family's criticism.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too. Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my painting.
Blocks of red. Dad's favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived. This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened with that.
Lara arrived tonight.
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
With Amelia gone,
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my...
This is Dad, I suppose. My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost...
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to...
Yeah, please. Yes, please. Hey, Bonnie. Are you shivering? It's cold, eh? You.
Amelia would not have approved.
At least that old thing still works.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how every...
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded. Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so
You Scrad?
There's a date. October something. Damn, the number is faded. Their anniversary was in October. Which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday. Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
Yay.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
Three digits, huh?
That's not it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
No. Let's see.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favorite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure, my favorite painting by Amelia, the day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, so the second number is 4. I don't understand the wedding anniversary, 13th. And the first one.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life. Every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay
Okay, found all the
Something.
clues. Let's see if I can figure this out.
4-9.
No, that's not it.
2-4-9.
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues. it. No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the
Oops.
clues. No, that's not it. That worked.
I thought no.
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept it safe. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done. And I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate. A test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page. Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Are you one day going to get rid of those?
Sorry?
Those fruits that should bring up.
I'll get rid of it.
I would be very pleased.
I've had kiwis in the fruit bowl for so long. They've kind of shriveled up. Looks like old people's hairy skin.
A hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
Amelia would not...
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plan.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma.
I'm like the worst person to do puzzles. Ugh.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
Okay, got that.
Blank, except for the image. One of Winston. My birthday. One of the wire traps. Dad became another one.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
I don't know what to do.
A blank page. A hidden message. the Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6.
How do I get to the book with all of those symbols in? Mm-mm-mm.